Alright, so this is a great example to show you guys. She's only a few days away from having her first clutch. We got her already as a full-grown adult. She had never had any babies, and she is a Cinny Pied female. The reason we're showing you guys her is it's easiest to see right along. This is what they call ridgeback. See how her ribs almost look like they're sticking out a little bit? So she didn't look like this about a week ago, and we saw her have her pre-ovulation shed, and a huge tall tale sign is this is the whole cage, and she's way in the back right on the heat tape. She's curled up in this perfect little circle, and right before having eggs you're going to see them twist and do a lot of weird positions, especially with from about here back. They move and bend. It's like they're putting the eggs into position, and this is what we call ridgeback. So her spine protrudes basically where the eggs start here, and they go back to the tail. I'm not going to mess with her too much, but I'm going to document the process for you guys. So based on her prelay shed, I think within the next week or less she should have eggs. I think within the next few days, honestly, just by how she's been moving around. But I'm going to document that for you guys. And then we've got another one who had her prelay shed a few days after that girl. Now this girl we're not going to bother too much, and she's very, very grumpy ever since she's had her ovulation. We actually made a little video of it. It's on one of our shorts right on the page. This is a clown female. We got her with that other girl actually, and they should have their eggs pretty close to each other. But she, again, if you see this whole cage, for example, is right over here on her cool side. She's not perfectly spun up. And if we take a peek in some of these, you'll see like there's a female, and a lot of them are to the front of the cage, just zooming around doing their own thing. But once they've had their ovulation, you know they're going to have eggs. They're going to sit in that perfect circle right towards the back of the cage, right on the hot spot. And normally it's in a pretty perfect circle, just like they're doing right now. But I'll document when these two have their eggs, show you guys the whole process. You can actually see her spine even more raised. She's still in a perfect circle. She actually moved all the bedding out of the way, so she's right on that hot spot. Hopefully in the next few days we'll see some eggs. I think today's the day. Let's check her out. Not yet. Check the other one. Nope. Check back tomorrow. Alright guys, we're gonna pull this beautiful little mama off and see what we got. So they will be a little grumpy at times, but that's completely normal. It's okay, mama. Yeah. Hi. Nice and gentle. You always want to give them a good look over and make sure they don't have any more eggs in them. And she looks good. They're flatten out. Yep. Nice and flat, all our eggs are gone. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a bin, and we'll candle all these eggs. Let me grab a bin. So for you guys who saw it before, I got this awesome hose that hooks right up to my faucet, so we can actually just it makes a mess, but you want to make sure you give it a good mix. Make sure it's wet enough. It will dry a little bit in the first 24 or 48 hours. So you don't want to go too wet or too dry. I like to check it after a couple days to make sure all the eggs were good. But see how it makes a nice ball, but doesn't fall apart. I'm going to go just a little bit more to do is kind of make little divots, just so I know they're not really going to roll around. It's going to be kind of hard because I believe there's 7 eggs. But we do stuff like that to help them not roll around so much. This one I noticed is very, very light eggshell compared to the rest. It's almost soft. I don't know if you can tell, but this one's a lot lighter. So I wonder if that one's fertile, but we'll find out in a minute. They're pretty different shaped eggs, but this is a first time mom. So we got those all nestled in there. It's okay if they touch, but you want to make sure they don't touch around the edge here. We had to turn the light off so we can see this better. Got some veins on the side. They're all over there. That one's got a lot. There's a few. That one's really good. That one's really nice. And actually, the very thin one has a bunch. So we'll put them in the incubator. Now what we're going to do is completely clean this bin, because if she can still smell where she put the eggs, chances are she's not going to eat for us, and we want her back to eating. Even her water dish, she didn't touch all that. We're going to take it all out, give it a good scrub, and then we'll put her back in, try feeding her a few days, and I'm going to throw these guys in the incubator. Out of curiosity, let's see, because this girl actually should have had her eggs first, and she still hasn't had them. We'll just have to keep checking back on her. But that's it for this video. If you guys have any questions, you can put them in the comments below. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We do new videos every Wednesday, and I'll see you next Wednesday.